Welcome to, well, let's just call it my parents' anniversary party. They've been married today 61 years. Way to go, mom and dad, and welcome to Happy Hour at Home. We're going to make a true classic today. I've never tried it, so this will be my first sip here on Happy Hour at Home. It's called The Last Word, and this cocktail originated at the Detroit Athletic Club. Who knew they served cocktails, great cocktails at the Detroit Athletic Club? Around 1915, a bartender, a man named Frank Fogarty, concocted this concoction that we're going to drink today. It's again called The Last Word. Should be easy enough to remember the ingredients and the recipe because they're all equal parts. I love that. So you can make as big a cocktail as you want, I suppose. But this is traditionally served with 3/4 ounces of every single ingredient, which is gin. They probably more than likely use bathtub gin. This again was right before Prohibition, a few years before Prohibition, but nonetheless, the gin wasn't. Maybe it wasn't as popular at the time, or it wasn't bottled exclusively by anyone here in the U.S. So it was made in a bathtub, and to make that taste good, you had to use different things like citrus. We're going to use some fresh squeezed lime juice, freshly squeezed just minutes ago. We're also going to use some chartreuse, which chartreuse is made only by Carthusian monks of La Grande Chartreuse near Grenoble, France. And today it's still made from only 130 alpine herbs, according to an ancient 1605 formula, the secrets of which, the secret method of preparing it, all the ingredients, it's top secret, held up here by just three brothers. So I think that's pretty cool. Never had chartreuse to my knowledge, too. So it should be quite herbaceous, if you will. And we're going to use some Luxardo, which is a maraschino liqueur. Of course, I had to look up, is it maraschino, which is what we've been saying all our lives, or maraschino? Maraschino, because it's Italian. And they, just like it's not bruschetta, friends, it's bruschetta. Okay, bruschetta. Anyway, my Italian could use some work. And we're gonna garnish with some maraschino cherries. These are Starlino, the Starlino Hotel. Um, it calls for brandied cherries if you want, but these are just your regular old fancy cocktail cherries. So with that said, we've already got our little coupe glass here chilling. It's been in the fridge actually for a week. Not that you need to prep that far in advance, but we just put some ice cubes in there to make sure that it's nice and cold because we're going to serve this one straight up, which means no ice. We're going to double strain it too with our handy dandy little strainer because fresh citrus, we don't want the pulp in there. We want it pure. Magnifique. Okay, so first things first, we're going to add 3/4 ounces of gin. And again, this is a London dry gin. And as I continue to learn certain spirits, I don't know if London dry gin is my favorite. That Rivas, which is a Spanish gin, was really good. I think I like something a little bit more floral, if you will. And every gin is really its own concoction of different herbs and spices and whatnot. Juniper berries being kind of the common denominator. Okay, there's 3/4 ounce of gin. Whoa. It's those sea legs. I tell you, you get off a cruise. Anyway, okay, so here's the chartreuse. It is green in color. They make yellow chartreuse too. Don't know if I've ever had that one as well. Let's see. Yes, smells herbaceous. So we're going to pour that in, put that aside. And now the maraschino liqueur, cherry, of course. Oh, I should maybe take off this. Oh no, I don't need to take off the stopper. Okay, it's liquid is clear, but it's a wee bit syrupy. We're going to put that in, and then we're going to put in 3/4 ounce as well of the freshly squeezed limon. Okay, we're going to shake that up. I know. Gin, we don't usually like to shake gin, but that's the rule. Okay, so we're going to shake that up. Give it a good shake. Make sure it's cold when we pour it into the cold coupe glass. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pour out the ice, nicely chilled, and then we will double strain into our coupe glass. Can you see that? Okay, good. Here we go. And then garnish it. I've got some really cute bamboo picks that they sell in 2 sizes. You might use a what's called a Nick and Nora glass on this cocktail. It's It looks like this kind of, only it's smaller. See the citrus, the pulp is refusing to go through. Let me push it through a little bit. Force fed. All right. Because we don't want that pulp in there. We just want a nice, bright, chartreuse colored. That's maybe where the color chartreuse comes from. Ha! Wow. You know, you learn something every day. Okay. So now I'm just going to pick out a cherry or two. And these Sterlino cherries, I mean, the syrup is thick. I don't want to have to use my fingers, but it's just me, right? Okay, here. Let's trying to find the right hole. Whoops. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. That's super. Like the syrup is dripping off that. I don't know if I want that in the cocktail exactly. Okay. I'm going to have to rest this gently on there, which it will immediately fall. That's okay because I have to drink it anyway, right? Cheers. Let's try the last word. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's good. Sweeter than I thought it would be. I mean, it is kind of the equal parts herbaceous, sweet, and a little tart with the lime juice and the maraschino cherry liqueur. Mm. Yeah, that's good. Don't be afraid of that one. If you say you don't like gin, or you say you think you don't like the other herbs and spices or whatever that are in the chartreuse, that is delicious. I'm so glad I made it. Yay for me. Mm, yum. Well, I hope you enjoyed this cocktail. Again, the last word, equal parts gin. You want to use chartreuse, which is a little pricey, if I'm being honest. So I might have to drink other cocktails that include chartreuse. Don't know what they might be. Um, you also need some like cherry liqueur, Luxardo, maraschino liqueur, the best, and freshly squeezed lime juice. Enjoy the last word. Enjoy your weekend, and thank you for watching this week. Hi, JD. Have a good one. Appreciate you guys.